Hello everyone, this is Jeanette, and I want to welcome you back to another one of my videos. I appreciate your stopping by. This time I am going to share a layout that I did earlier in the week that I promised I would upload. And this is a simple scrapbook page. I'm a simple scrapbooker by nature, and I just like to let the pictures do all the talking, so this is the layout that I'm going to share with you today. It is called At the Lake, and this was taken during the summer in July with my daughter Kate, two of my grandsons, and two of my granddaughters. And this is how I went about this layout. This layout was actually inspired by a layout that I saw in Scrapbooks, etc. I tried to find the layout, the magazine, to give the layout credit to who actually the person was that made it, but I couldn't find that. But it did come out of a simple scrapbook. I copied her concept. I lifted her concept of the layout because I thought it was nice and clean and simple, and this is my version of it. To make this layout, I used four different cartridges, sorry. The cartridges that I used for this were my black letter cartridge, Everyday Paper Dolls, the Camp Out cartridge, and the new seasonal Easter cartridge. Let me explain exactly what I did. The background paper is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it's a textured cardstock. And I took my StazOn Timber Brown ink and I inked around the edges of the cardstock. This was a pattern piece of paper that I cut down to 11 by 11 inches and adhered to the cardstock. The white border down here was from this package, and it's called Just the Edge, and they're cardstock strips. Before I adhered it down, I just kind of lightly touched each of the scallops with the brown StazOn ink pad again. Then I chose 4 pictures and I cut them down to fit on a piece of cardstock. Actually, I trimmed them after I put the pictures on, and the pictures measure like 3 1/4 and 3 3/4 long, and none of them are over 3 inches. And I just laid them out, adhered them to my paper, and then using my perfect layers, I don't think you can see that, my perfect layers, I trimmed 1/8 of an inch around the pictures to map them on. Then I adhered that to the pattern paper. I took a strip of cardstock and cut it basically to fit the length of what the mat was. Did my journaling on the computer, printed it out, and adhered it to the brown. To do my title, A Day at the Lake, I used the black letter cartridge, and I cut the letters at 1 1/4 inches, and I first cut them out using the shadow key, and then with brown paper, and then I cut them again out of the yellow paper, and I ran the yellow letters through my Xyron sticker maker and adhered them to the shadowed letters. To do the sign, I used the Everyday Paper Dolls, and the sign is on page 40, and I cut the sign out at 5 inches, and I cut it on blackout first to get the brown portion of it, and then I cut it again and layered for this white layer here. Then I used my Big Shot and a Cuttlebug embossing folder, and it was the spots and dots, and I ran that through there to give the sign the texture on the back, and rubbed over that with my StazOn ink pad just to give it a little bit of color, and adhered that to the sign. To do the No Fishing Today, I actually used the black letter again, and those were cut at 1 inch. For the fish, I used the Camp Out cartridge, and I used this fish right here, and I cut it in the blackout, and then I cut the fish layer and adhered it to that to give the fish some sparkle, because every fish's scales sparkle. I use my green stickles for in here, and then I use my cinnamon stickles for the fin and the tail, and I popped him up on some pop dots on the layout, but you can just little extra dots that I had. Then for the butterfly that's at the top of the sign right here, and I put that there so it would look like the fish was actually going after that butterfly. And I used some standouts. They were quilled stickers. This one has the bees left, but it did have the butterfly. Then for the base of the sign down here, I used the Easter cartridge, and I cut the grass right here, and it's cut on some green sparkly paper, and I cut that at 1 inch and put that over the base of the sign. And I had some ladybug stickers from another sticker pack that I had got a long time ago, and I stuck those at the base of the sign. Then for the dragonflies, I used this pack right here, and they're just rub-on transfers, and they're the flying bug glitter stickers, rub-ons, and that completed the layout. I hope you'll enjoy me again for another video. Let me know what you think, or if you have any suggestions of what you would like to see. I would welcome any type of comments. Until next time, I hope to see you again, and thank you for visiting. Bye.